Assalamualaikum. My name is Nabila Suhada binti Muhammad Noor. So today I will present about challenges and role of stakeholder in managing construction project towards sustainability. Introduction. Sustainability building is a way towards to reconcile the need to promote growth without sacrificing the obligation to protect the natural environment while creating comfortable, healthy and economical stability environment for people to live, work and play. Another for the building to begin sustainable, any step of the development process such as design, construction and operation must have environmental aspect like to energy and water efficiency, resources, indoor quality, waste and emission management, building maintenance and the overall environmental effect to the building. In Malaysia, the government has developed a system to refer to as a Green Building Index for the evaluation of ecological design and performance of Malaysia building. The GBI in Malaysia recognized industry green building ranking platform to promote sustainability in the building environment and raise awareness among developer, architecture, engineering, planner, designer, contractor and the public about environmental concern and our obligation to future generation. Okay, let's proceed to challenges in managing construction activities in relation to sustainable. First challenges in construction material and costs are the implementation of sustainable material in construction have cost of limited material. Second, some of renewable material and green technology used to construct sustainable building in Malaysia cannot be done because of insufficient resources. Third, the purchase to be import some of material from foreign country. And lastly, quantity surveyor will have a problem to establish the quality and life cycle cost of the particular product. Challenges in construction costs. Firstly, higher level of green certificate means higher costs up to 30% to be paid for mechanical and electrical equipment installed to achieve energy and water efficiency. Next, extra expenses with incurred for the hiring of environmental advisor. For construction method and technology, firstly, the main challenges in sustainable building is the technical difficulties experienced during the construction process. There will be a higher risk that error and delay will occur in the construction process due to lack of experience with the skill processes of the construction method. Most of the architects still have low and integration to practice in the design process. Okay, then challenges in construction technology. Lack of sustainable technology in Malaysia. There will be the higher risk that error and delay will occur in the construction process due to lack of experience with the skill positions of the construction method. Acceptance of new technology in construction usually slow in the beginning due to lack of confidence. Stakeholders such as developers are not confident to invest cost of high capital investment to sustainable technology because it will effect to the construction costs. That project must have technical capital and financial capability to support the application. Some of the reasons that new technology is expensive are because it lack of competition and commonly manufacturable. Lack of knowledge or technical expertise and lack of familiarity with the product material, system or design. Next, we proceed with challenges in change in work environment procedure. Firstly, communication. The communication and coordination across a multidisciplinary teams as the most important challenge to deliver a successful green project due to great complexity of sustainable project than conventional ones. Awareness challenges among stakeholder members is important and observe that the initial extrusion of separating waste material among subcontractors dispatches as project continue and recycle skip were found to certain mix of material. Technical challenges across due to the making mixed-use construction works and expertise can achieve due to the properties of current media and message about design, the practice adopt for the application and finding ways to assess the impact. In leadership, this is due to the need for a more complex environmentally friendly planning process as well as the involvement of various project team members, such as sustainable specialists, which may slow down the pre-construction phase. As an interconnection stakeholder team, including a vast number of specialist leaders play a special role in communicating with them and provide an avenue for equal solution to problem and occur technical challenges across due to making a mixed-use construction works many expertise. And lastly, challenges in motivation. Some people don't like being recognized in front of a group, but others thriving on it. Lack of such inspiration also lead to conflict, attack, low productive tension, and project failure. Project teams have owner motivation level when they are not fully aware of the green project process. It is some of PDCA application in the challenges of construction material. Firstly, plan of introduce sustainable material in construction cost. So we start use in the project. Implementation of sustainable material in sustainable construction have limit cost of limited material. So import sustainable material from abroad. Then construction cost use sustainable material. We purchase order from overseas, but transporting for shipping material from overseas will impact the cost. So we order in the bulk quantity. For construction method, introduce new construction method for sustainable construction. Implement among stakeholder. Technically difficult experience during the construction process. So, expose stakeholder with new method, with workshop and similar for sustainable construction. That's all from me. So I will continue. I will pass to my friend.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is AMIRAH. I would like to present the role of stakeholders in managing project towards sustainability. The role of developers. They need to plan on what kind of building to build, design, budget, and the purpose of the development of project in advance, so that follow the sustainability type of project. They also must practice excellent communication with all parties, where they appoint other consultants from starting of the construction project until completion of project. The developer also need to follow up every activities of the consultants to ensure the construction runs smoothly and there is no mistake in construction. They also should organize everything accordingly so the project can be finished on time. Then, the role of contractor. They must take action to do construction work that required until the completion of project. They do not always have the expertise that are needed to be done in the construction work, especially in construction green building, where they had to hire subcontractors or special workers that are able to accomplish some parts of the project. They must make sure the workers they appointed have the skills, knowledge, experience and train them to carry out the work. The contractors must make sure the workers under their control which provide supervision and give instruction. Then, the consultant. The consultant must participate in developing and implementing every element of the safety and health program. The consultation is required when there is an opinion needed regarding any technical problems arise from consultant team. The situation may take a variety of time depending on the nature of the issue arise. It is the responsibilities of the consultant team to study the problems in the feasibility study or in the field on the construction period. The consultant also need to apply his knowledge, skills and experience at various stages, especially the safety measures, shall be effectively implemented in respect of workers, materials and machineries. Next, the supplier. The supplier will supply all the materials goods to the construction. They must make sure all the material are following all the specification and quality. If they use the bad quality or wrong materials at the site, there will be a problem in future and occur wastage to the construction cost. The suppliers must follow the schedule of time, the materials that should be delivered. The supplier also must have knowledge on sustainable building which can provide the great design with a cost saving. Next, the construction worker. The construction worker's job is to do their work at the site until completion of project. They must follow every order or instruction from the main contractor so they will do the right work according to their speciality and skill. They also must have good planning and organizing, as the green building construction require a longer time to be constructed. Last but not least, the authorities are the person who give approval for the construction building from start until completion. The responsible authorities in Sustainability Malaysia is called SCIDB, which the Construction Industry Development Board Malaysia. They are the person who are checking the building to determine whether the project is according to the requirement of building legislation. They also prepare the detailed report and evaluate the progress to ensure the building follow the safety and health standard. Thank you. That's all from me.
I will present in terms of recommendation to improve current situation based on the challenges. Challenges regarding construction material and cost. consists of insufficient resources in Malaysia. In case of that, stakeholders should work closely with research institutions to do research on various environmentally preferable construction materials and products. Second, challenges under construction material and cost, problems to establish the life cycle cost of the particular product. This happens when the products have to be purchased from overseas. So the management team have to plan it wisely, and also important to implement efficient material storage to keep the product in a good condition. The third challenge under construction material and cost, higher cost of sustainable construction materials. CIDB can enforce a standard guideline to the local manufacturers regarding the production of sustainable products. And the standard guideline must state that the product should be made from reusable materials that can be gained from construction industry waste. For construction method and technology, the complexity of construction techniques and processes involved on how to managing construction site to improve the environment. For example, local authority has to enforce a guideline regarding environmental practice such as for earthwork method. This is important because development should be done in phases to reduce environmental impacts during earthwork stage. Second, controlling waste management such as separating and recycling waste. The construction waste can be recycled and reused for future sustainable development. Third, plan precisely according to the usage of machineries due to the carbon emission. And fourth, creating sustainable construction awareness program due to the lacking in terms of familiarity and knowledge on sustainable construction method and technology among local contractors. For changes in working environment procedures, the recommendation in terms of communication, contractor has to train the workers by organize a training programs to raise their understanding and awareness in sustainable construction. For leadership, good leadership skills need to be possessed by the project manager by setting self-standard regulations. And develop a roadmap with short, mid and long-term objectives to accelerate the implementation of sustainable construction. It is necessary for the construction stakeholders to keep motivated throughout the construction progress. However, low level of motivation might lead the construction activity to the low production and output, which result to failure. Due to that reason, a qualified facilitator in terms of sustainable construction need to be hired for the project. This is important to give brief explanation on the sustainability construction in specific and detailed manner. So, every stakeholder will know about their roles and they will have committed in conducting their responsibility, because there is an expert that will provide guidance throughout the project.
First of all, I will explain to you about the innovation. Innovation is the terms which is the means as a positive change of status of a certain system. Innovation manifests themselves in various forms due to the nature of system or object they are related to. How to plan? Planning an innovation platform starts with a strategy that addresses the culture, change requirement, and high level to allocate resources and leadership. Most construction innovation activities are carried out at the project level and need cooperation among different parties. The next slide is about the innovation that can be implemented in the future project. The first innovation is about the bamboo reinforced concrete. Bamboo reinforced concrete is the natural alternative to the steel reinforcement, which is usually used in the most countries. Bamboo reinforced concrete also is the more environmentally friendly and creates flexibility within the concrete that enables it to be better withstand the earthquake. Other than that, it will absorb a lot of carbon dioxide and has a higher tensile strength than the steel because its fiber run axially and it is flexible. The second innovation is the brass bricks. Brass bricks acting as a secondary layer of insulation, which is this position absorbing bricks can remove 30% of the particles and 100% of the coarse particles. These bricks are composed of two key parts, which is concrete bricks and recycled plastic coupler. The surface of the bricks themselves helps to direct the airflow and a cavity to remove the pollution. This brass bricks is a cost-effective way to reduce the air pollution, as it requires no further maintenance once installed. The next innovation, especially for the tools, is to change the PDCA to PCDCA. In these tools, we need to introduce the C, which is check, after P, which is plan, to check first if plan is audacious. In other words, before the do phase, the project terms should be able to set the expectation on the outcomes of do in terms of innovation. The outcome will solve the problem, but it is unlikely to be innovative. First is by continuing with the plan. followed by do, and deliver the improvement, revisit the plan back, and modify it until the plan is capable to deliver an innovation. The plan depends on the combination of problem definition and the solution chosen by the team. The plan clearly indicates if the result would be innovation or not. By adding and check after the plan would set the right expectation for the project. The last innovation that can be stated here is the sustained focus and interest on the long duration team. Similarly, the PCDCA innovation needs some more tools that will ensure that the manager are able and allowed to focus and invest the do phase on innovation projects that are a longer duration. They might need to add more tools related to the risk assessment and mitigation, designing the new business model, the new business model, open innovation, and so on. But with this help of this tool can bring the efficiency in accomplishing the desired job is the behavior which is most critical. The behavior and the body language of the leaders and superior decide it to deliver innovation. So, the utilization of the modified PDCA to PCDCA does not mean as a better innovation than improvement, but the innovation, improvement, standardization need to coexist in any organized. For conclusion, managing the construction project towards the sustainability is very important for the organization, especially to govern the project. A team leader needs to understand the project life cycle, challenges, and how to manage the challenges in order to create the strategy for the project to be successful. Other than that, the role of stakeholders are needed and they have to manage the construction project starting from the beginning until at the end of the project. Moreover, by applying the proper tools such as PDCA during the process duration estimation, by considering the tools can lead to reach the goal of the project. However, team projects also need to keep in mind that when the project seems to not achieve the goal, they need to know when to stop it before they are going beyond the budget. In this case, some of the recommendations are needed to find a way to straight up back to their goal. Recommendations also are needed due to the challenges and constantly the project can be difficult to manage. Other than that, an innovation also are needed to improve the method for the organization to know and learn to be prepared for the new challenges. Lastly, innovation also can bring the positive changes of status of a certain system of the project. That's all from us. Thank you so much.